There's only one hoop and that's 5 scoring players. So what makes you out the many deserve to take the layup? When there's people out here fiending like they do to get their cake up, and it's at the cost of you, but they crying, they try and make up. They like to make things risky so they game when the stakes up at a certain point keeps them around.
Right in the
Kyrie Flytrap 5s. Alright, now off rip, I'm gonna say it personally, these are probably some of my favorite shoes that I've had like ever throughout the years. I cannot lie to you, bro. And the first thing I want to start off with the reason why it leads to that is the the style and the design in these shoes, okay? I gotta admit, they literally look like tennis shoes almost. Running shoes from a distance, you would even tell they're hoop shoes, they're just, the style just looks cool. The cool colors, you've seen different colorways we provided in the video. You've seen Steph's shoes, and you've seen my shoes, and it's just really dope overall, I think. I love the one world, one people, show a little message on the shoes. You got the Kyrie symbol, you got 11/23 dates on there, significance dates to Kyrie, and it's just, honestly, just everything about the shoes, really cool, I really mess with it. You get the zoom on the sides, the Kyries on the bottoms, dope shoes, love the colorways. Only thing I want to see you watch out for is if you get the white variants, like anything with the white colors, always ready to wash your shoes often, because I already got mine a little dirty, but other than that, dope shoes, dope style, dope design. Alright, next thing I want to go into is comfortability. Alright, once again, is that a word? we gonna do some research on that one, but other than that, I love how comfortable the shoes are. Okay, there is a little area in the shoes, like right in the center of your shoes, so I want to say like right about here, inside, it kind of has like a little strap inside, like on the tongue, that Steph described it as, it feels a little uncomfortable, like when you slide your foot in the shoes, like it's really tight on your sole, the middle of your foot. We're gonna get some real medical terms in here soon. But until then, I'm gonna say like the middle of your foot. And I felt it too when I first put on the shoes. But I think it's a little different for everybody, because after like 10-15 minutes of me hooping, the feeling went away. It felt more like a stability. I felt really stable. But Steph, you know, he felt it like a little uncomfortable. But honestly, you could always just maybe cut a little bit of it, because it doesn't really show on the outside of the shoes. It's more on the inside of the shoes. So you don't mind cutting it in the middle of it. You could cut it and it feel a little looser. But I think that might take away from the stability part, which I want to lead into as the third topic in our shoe review. Stability. I think that, like I said, that helps a lot with the stability. You know, even though they're low tops and you always have the risk of rolling your ankles, or higher risk of rolling your ankle on the low top, I don't feel that problem as much, you know. I think the stability that helps, that middle little stretch and tightens the shoe. You get a tight little fit on your shoe. I think that strengthens the stability on the shoe, which is really, really dope. And you know, I think that's just a great design. I don't know if that's what it's made for, but that's just how I feel it is. And it's a really dope, you know, a part of the shoe. I don't know. And as for price, these actually weren't bad on pricing either. Actually, these colorways are a little bit harder to find, so it was a little bit more cheaper than usual. But this was about $70, and then the average price for other colors are about $50, which for hoop shoes is actually pretty cheap. Cause we see some shoes going for like 100, 110 nowadays, but these are older shoes, and they still are hooping like they're brand new. You know, there's nothing wrong with getting a little older shoes. These shoes are perfect if you just want to hoop, go out, you know, have some fun. They're not heavy. They're actually very, very, very light, which is also great when it comes to, you know, comfortability. So get a little point extra to that. But other than that, overall, I want to just rate the shoes. Well, let's go down the list. All right. Style, design, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Actually, 10 out of 10. All right. Comfortability, I want to give it about a 8 out of 10. You know, just because that little tight little fit. But stability, I want to give it a 9 out of 10. And my overall review on this shoe is a drum roll, 9 out of 10. Alright, so these are the Kyrie Flytrap 5s. Personally, one of my favorite shoes so far. I do recommend getting them for basically anybody. Maybe not the heavy set hoopers. You know, probably want something a little more, you know, stable. These are really, really light shoes that meant to, you know, hold you in there. But as a light, you know, guard, I feel like I could really move in these, and I recommend it to a lot of hoopers. So if you're looking for some shoes on the market, you know, ready to slip out of them old Hyper Dunks, whatever you got, LeBrons, they're getting a little rusty, go get you some Kyrie Flytraps. But that's it. I just want to say, you know, y'all liked the video this time around, alright? I really appreciate all the views I got on the last video for these, and I want to keep it up and drop recommendations on what shoes you want to see next. And if it is a high review or high, you know, request, then it's coming your way. But until then, just Ju and catch.